Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, good evening, everybody. Hello. Welcome to 2018. I can't believe it. We are here. This is the year it's happening, the year of manifestation. So I got to tell you, all those other years were building up, okay? So just know that. You were just building for now. I've been talking all week long on the Coffee with Colby each morning about things we can do to manifest what we want, bring in this year, change our thoughts, our perceptions, what's holding us back. Because I'll tell you what, you know, I always love a new year, new calendar year. It's a fresh start, clean slate. It's like hitting that restart button. But I missed you guys over Christmas and the New Year. I wanted to bring in the ball with you. Maybe next year I'll do that somehow. But I hope you guys had a great holiday and you're ready for the new year. I am super excited. There's a couple events, you know, as we like to talk about tonight. Is going to be so much fun. Really amazing guest, good friend of mine. But let's get to some of the events I'm going to do here in LA, just so you know what's coming up. So I did this. This is one of my New Year's resolutions, was to hold an online class, because I'm not the most tech savvy, for most of you who know, but I've been working on it. Spirit's giving me the shove, so I've been doing it. And I have this mediumship development. It's going to be an online power hour. And I'm basically just going to go over some stuff that is for mediumship, understanding it. How are you connecting? How are you getting those signs and symbols? How do you interpret things going in what I call the front door versus the side door? A little method I call lock and load. And we're going to go through it. You know, it's obviously not going to be super in-depth because we have an hour, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to make it budget-friendly, give you a little introduction, us get together, have some fun. So there's an early bird special that ends tomorrow. So hop on my Facebook page and you can do it. Actually, if anybody is watching this live on Facebook right now, if you can do me a favor and share, just take this post and share it. Let's have everybody watch it live, right? Because that will really help. The more we can get people out there to see, the more they're aware that I'm doing it, right? And we got a lot to do. I have so much planned this year. You guys have no idea. Then in February 9th, I'm going to go to Orange County, Costa Mesa. I'm going to do an evening of spirit messages at Awakenings. They invited me down, and I'm super excited to be there, join my friend Bronny, who invited me. And this is going to be a great evening. So for the people in Orange County, California, you have to come down and visit. And then a couple other things. I'm heading to Florida. You know, Florida is always my third home. I'm multi-destinational now. Florida's my third home. So I've got Orlando. I am heading back to the venue February 24th. I had so much fun at the venue. I was there last year with Heidi Jaffe, who's an amazing psychic medium, and we had a blast. So I'm going to be back at the venue. So grab some tickets there, or if Orlando's too far and you're on the other coast, go to St. Petersburg. I'm actually going to reunite with Mark David, who's this unbelievable sound healer, and Lindsay Marino, another psychic medium. So that's going to be a really fun night. You get 3 for the price of 1. So we're gonna have a great time. So those are coming up. So always check them out. They're on my website too. I try to do the best I can at keeping the website updated. But just so you know, I want to let you know I'm going to be out and about, and it's time to get on the road. So. And we already have callers in line. So let me just give you that number now before I introduce my guest for tonight. That number is 323-992-3115. And we choose the callers at random. So it doesn't matter that some people are on hold, because you could call and get right through. That's how it works. I let spirit rule this. So I just let them play, and we just choose it randomly. So it's a lot of fun. I hope everybody, are you guys excited? Aren't you excited? Let me tell you who I got tonight. Okay. So She's incredible. She is a Reiki master. I know. We're going to figure out what that is exactly. So don't worry. We're going to talk about it. But I've got an energy master. Just call her an energy master. But she's a Reiki master. She's crystal healer. And she's also a psychic medium. So that is like the triple threat, right? I got the triple threat in the house tonight. And she's so amazing. She's also based in Los Angeles. And she's even got a center called Aura Lux. And it's incredible. So she offers many, many, many services. But she's been on TV, interviews, programs. She teaches this work all of the time. And I'm lucky enough to have her as a friend. So I thought I would call in that friendship and be like, oh, hey, can you do my show? So anyhow, without further ado, I want to welcome Jules Davis to the show. Hi, Jules.
Hi.
How you
Hi,
doing?
Colby. Wow, what a great introduction. Thank you for that.
You are welcome. You're welcome. So how you doing? How's the new year for you?
The new year so far so good. Starting pretty mellow, but busy at the same time.
Yeah. You ready? You ready to see what's coming in, huh?
Yes, for sure. I think every time I think, oh, I'm going to take a little staycation and have a little break for a few days or something, I get really busy because everybody's out there wanting to learn or do some healing or whatever it is. So,
yeah. It's always a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
It's good. I always love helping people. And so let's talk a little bit about this Reiki Master, okay? It's Usui. There's your Usui and Karuna Reiki Master. So those are kind of like types. Is that types of Reiki? Is that right?
Right. There's actually quite a number of systems of Reiki out there nowadays, but Usui is the most common. And even within Usui Reiki, there's a lot of different kinds of Reiki. So people teach it in their own unique way. I actually have 6 Reiki Master certifications.
Ooh, 6.
So I've taken 4 Usui Reiki trainings and 2 Karuna Reiki trainings. And there's differences within each of them. I now practice Holy Fire 2, Usui and Karuna Reiki.
Okay, so like right now we're getting into a whole nother language for probably about half my audience. So how about we decipher?
I was just going to simplify it for you.
Can we translate what all that means for them?
Yes.
What is Reiki, first of all?
So Reiki is a Japanese energy healing technique. It's usually done with laying of the hands.
Okay.
So the practitioner, whoever's been attuned to use Reiki, meaning they've been taught and gone through this process by a Reiki master teacher, has been enabled to channel this Reiki energy. The unique thing about Reiki versus some of the other kinds of energy healing is that we channel an energy from a higher power. So we're opening ourselves up to channel this divine energy.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's pretty nice.
I had a session with Jules. It was really amazing. It was so good. It really did help.
Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. And then you've got Aura Lux, right? And that's in LA. It's like 5 minutes from me. So it's kind of very convenient.
We're neighbors.
We are neighbors. we are neighbors, but
Yes.
it works out really, really well. But it's a great center because people can come and they can have the session there. Do you ever visit people and do sessions at their space at all or not really?
Sometimes I'll do, if a celebrity wants me to go to their hotel or on set or something like that, I will travel.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people are in the hospital, so I'll go to the hospital or something like that. Most of the sessions I do, though, are in my office.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. And what is your favorite part about the Reiki or the energy healing?
I think because I've seen how much it's helped me in my own life and seeing how much it's helped people over the years that I work with, my favorite thing is just seeing that it works. You know? Surrendering and trusting, just like in mediumship, we have to trust that this energy is coming through us.
Yes.
And being this channel of the Reiki energy, and it's pretty amazing to do that work.
I think the mediumship is easier though, because it's like, listen, if you don't, it's whatever you're saying, I'm just gonna tell the person what you're saying.
In a way, yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I have been doing healing professionally longer than I've been doing mediumship.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like riding a bike,
nice.
or whatever. I don't even think about it.
Yeah, you just let it.
With mediumship, it's a little different. Yeah.
So for someone like for people at home, if they feel warmth coming out of their hands, and is that normally considered energy kind of coming out from their hands?
Sure. I mean, most people have an awareness of energy to some degree. When you get attuned to Reiki, it activates your palm chakras so you can get more sensitive, and heat will tend to come out a little bit stronger from your hands. So people will feel all different sensations. Heat is one of the most common ones.
Okay. Now, I also I want to dabble in the crystal healing because you know you do that as well.
Sure.
There was honestly all these stones all over me when she did it. I could feel them.
Perfect for your glittery personality,
I loved
right?
it. I loved
Sparkling
it.
stones and stuff.
But it was actually kind of fun because even though my eyes were closed, they were covered. I could really tell what stone was on me, or at least the color of the stone. I'd be like, "Oh, did we have a purple stone here?" Or right. So it was a really, really fun experience.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. I'll share something with you guys too. This is a fun little side story. But when we were, as a medium, right, or you have your spirit team, we like to say, the guide, same thing that even in the Reiki, it sounds like, But I've got this, he's like a bouncer. That's your gatekeeper, right? And so your bouncer is the one who says yay or nay for someone to come in. And even from the spirit world, they'll be like yay or nay. That's why I know I don't get really negative energy that steps forward, because he's like, not on my watch. So I'm laying there and I could feel Jules putting her hands around me, and I could feel my gatekeeper. He's standing right over here, and he's like, and I'm like, listen, you got to let her in. If she's working for my highest good, just step aside. It's okay. And then I felt at ease. But it was really funny because after the session, we chatted for a few minutes, and she's like, I started, and there was just this guy right here, and it's like he wouldn't let me in, and then so it was super, it was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was magic. It's very fun.
He's definitely very protective of you.
Yeah, I'm super lucky. I've got a great, super, super lucky. But, Reiki is a very safe practice, right? It's for the positive.
Sure, it can do no harm.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna. Oh my goodness, we got so many callers. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up these call lines. All right, we're gonna open them up. I'm gonna pick them at random, and a couple things. I'm just gonna ask you to set your intention. These are gonna be more psychic, Reiki energy. Think of things like that. So. If you have a question for me, ask the question, please. Let me know what the question is, and I'm going to tune in as a psychic medium. I'm going to tune into that, but Jules is also going to tune in. So Jules is going to tune in energetically. So to the Reiki, maybe there's a crystal you need. But Jules is also a psychic medium. So she's going to incorporate and integrate all of her gifts in also that guidance. So we're going to work together, right? Sound good to you?
Sounds like fun.
You excited?
Yeah.
You might get a few wacky callers. We got a great crew here. I've got the best people that follow this show. You're going to see good peeps. I got good peeps.
Good.
All right. Well, speaking of good peeps, how about we start with number 8970? All right, here we go. Oh, if you get through, make sure your sound, your buzzing, speakerphone, all of that is off, and you're in a nice quiet space so that we can hear you and that the other listeners who are eavesdropping on our conversation can hear you. All right, so 970, you are on.
Hello.
Hi, who is this?
This is Liz.
Hi, Liz. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Excited you got through?
Yes, very, because the last time we talked, we got cut off.
Is Spirit not incredible? Is that not amazing?
It is.
Wow.
Because I'm at my mom's, and I was going to go inside, and I was like, no, I'm going to wait and see if I get picked. If not, I'll go in. And I waited.
So, right, the last show we did right before Christmas, there was a technical issue, right? And you got hung up on. I'm sorry. So that is so you were supposed to get through this week, Liz. That is unbelievable. So anyhow, we've got Jules in the house. So obviously you needed to talk to Jules. So what question do you have for us? And let's see what we can do for you.
Well, I really didn't have a question. I just wanted, whatever you can tell me just tell me.
All right. So we'll go with that. But for the other listeners, if you do have a question or an area, it does just help us, especially for Jules kind of doing the Reiki and the energy, just to make it easier for us. But Liz, I'll tell you what, one of the things I'm getting, and then we'll see what Jules has, is I am feeling a lot of needing to take care of your mom or needing to be responsible for the family. Does that make sense to you? Have you been needing to kind of step in more, or you're the responsible one in the family?
I am, yes. Yeah. I do take care of my mom.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders and weight around it, and I'm getting the sense too that it makes you kind of tired. And I bet you this is probably where Jules will give us some great insight. But I feel like your system is tired and your system is a little drained from this. Okay, not that you don't love your mom, because I know you do. I know there's a very, very, very close bond there. But what's happening is you're jeopardizing a lot of your personal time and your personal space, and sacrificing a lot of your personal endeavors in order to be there for your mom, right? So
right, on point.
Yeah, so I do feel like I also just want to watch. Again, I'm not a doctor and I do not diagnose, but I am feeling some issues, maybe your lower back or back issues that are also connected. I feel like there's some physical work you're doing with your mom as well, right? So have you been experiencing some physical issues as well?
Yeah, I was in a car accident last year, and the result of it, I've got like back problems, lower back problems.
Yeah. So, Jules, do you have anything around that for Liz that might be able to help her with the back issues or the energy or anything that she's been dealing with?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you said caretaker was the first thing that you were talking about, because that was one of the first things that came to me when I was tuning into Liz. I feel, Liz, as well, that you're a caretaker, but also with that caretaking responsibility, you put everybody else's needs ahead of your own. And oftentimes you don't take care of yourself as best as you can. Would you understand that as well?
Right. Yes.
And so I feel like this comes with food for some reason. I feel like maybe you're not always eating meals or skipping meals or something like that. But I feel this comes with your routine and schedule, where you put a lot of energy out for other people, and that energy just is not getting replenished. So I agree with what Colby said as well about your energy feeling low or tired. And I feel because you've been having to care for other people, you haven't been necessarily taking care of your health and your own physical body. Would that make sense for you, Liz?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I drink coffee in the morning, and I take the kids to school, and then I don't have time to eat. Sometimes I eat at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, as long as you're having coffee, specifically at 10 a.m.
Coffee with Colby.
It's funny because I miss it every time, and I just realized how I can put on so it can notify me that you're on or you're live. And this time it did. And I was like, yes, I'm calling her. I'm getting on the line.
Yay. Good for you. So, Jules, other than her eating, you need to eat. Grab some bars or something,
food.
But what is there any stones or any practice that she can do to maybe help with the physical pain or anything that you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, I feel very drawn to the middle of your body, to your stomach, digestive system, and stuff like that. And I would encourage you to focus white light there. I know you said you have back pain, but I feel like this is also affecting your body. And a cool thing that we can all do is just focus white light energy, asking for whoever you believe in, if you believe in a higher power, to assist you with healing, bringing white light into your body and asking it to heal your body. It's amazing that just the power of that intention can help to release that stuff.
And I will say, one of the things I keep seeing, and I'm not sure why yet, Liz, but let me just share this with you. I keep seeing the black stone, black obsidian. I keep seeing black obsidian, which is used to pull away negative energy. And also charcoal, which charcoal is really used for cleansing, right? Mm-hmm. So I keep feeling I don't know if you've been thinking about a detox or thinking about a purifying, but maybe there's some sort of, you've got the beginning of the year, maybe figuring out how you can cleanse through the energy, obviously safely. But I feel like that's going to help give you a nice little jump start for the year as well.
Yeah, and really, I just think taking some time for yourself, that's great advice. Taking some time for yourself is super important. And I feel like in some ways, you don't know what your life looks like when you're not a caretaker.
Yeah.
So maybe for 2018, you start making yourself a priority, letting go of the fear or the guilt about, maybe putting some intention and effort back into your own body, because I know that it really needs it.
Yeah.
And it's super important, especially when you are a caretaker, to be replenishing your own energy.
Yeah, you know what? I want you to take one. Here's your homework assignment. Okay, Liz? I'm going to give you, now I'm going to send you home. I'm going to send you home with homework, okay? I want you pick one day. It's got to be in the month of January. You pick one day. I'm going to let you choose the day. And that entire day, you are not allowed to do something for anybody else. I want you to ask people for help. I want you to ask your family to do things for you. So that's what I want you to do. That is your homework assignment.
Yes.
That is very tough, but okay. I'm up for the challenge.
You can do it.
You can
one
do
day.
it.
Take 1 hour.
It's one day. You can do this, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I'm so
Thank
glad.
you so much.
You're welcome, and I am so glad. I'm so glad you got through, and obviously this was the night that you were meant to connect with us, okay?
Definitely. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
All right. Good night,
night.
Liz. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
hon. That's a lot of us, right? A lot of people, we run ourselves down because you feel so responsible for everybody else. And it's hard. It's hard to take time for yourself.
Right.
Without feeling guilty.
Right. Yeah.
Or without other people making you feel guilty.
Yeah, especially as a mother, we have to put
yeah.
our kids first. And, there's so many different things going on with her there, but I hope she takes an hour.
Yes.
1 hour in the entire month of January.
She can do it.
You can do it, Liz.
You got this. All right, let's take another call. How about number 415? Okay, 415, you are on the air. Who is this? This is no one. 405, you're going to miss it. Going once, going twice. Sorry.
Hi there.
Sorry. You were
Just a minute.
You even know how close you were. Who is this?
Oh, I do. This is Carrie, and I'm so sorry. I was muting. I had my line muted, so it wouldn't be fuzzy.
Well, what a good girl. Hi, Carrie.
Hi
welcome,
there.
honey. What can we do for you?
Well, I've had a tumultuous 2017. I think many of us have.
Yes.
And I'm curious what you see for me in 2018, and tying that in with are there any messages from any of my
Well, what we're gonna we'll keep
family?
it focused. We'll keep it more focused on the 2018, just for time wise, to not take too much time between a psychic and a medium, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. So, I will tell you, it was almost peeling back the layers for you, though, in 2017. I think that they were stripping a lot of things away to kind of give you some clarity and focus on what you wanted to manifest for 2018. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of shifting and moving. Did you lose a job in 2017, Carrie? Are you there?
Unmute yourself.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, there was no job loss.
Okay, did you mute your phone back up?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't ask me. It was instant. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Keep it. You're allowed. We'll give you permission to
Okay.
keep it off mute. Okay. So I'm sorry. So I didn't hear your answer. Did you? I feel like.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I just feel like. Well, then I'm hoping I'm not predicting a loss to that.
Well, career is coming up for me, but it feels like changes.
It is change in career. Yeah. I
career.
feel like there's definitely a change in career. Have you been thinking about leaving your job, Carrie, or kind of shifting into something new this year?
No, I mean I got a promotion last year, but not.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
I think if we were going to look more deeply into the career part of it, I don't know. I mean, I guess you got a promotion, so that's good. I'm just not so sure if you're super in line, like super passionate about what you're doing, because we're both getting career and we're both not feeling like super woohoo. You know what I mean? So I feel like. Yeah, so I feel like with the job, I just feel like find ways to kind of bring some excitement to it. Find ways to make it fresh for you. I mean, getting a promotion is amazing, but I do feel like there's a change in it as well this year. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it feels, would you understand that maybe, I know you said you got a promotion, but maybe you're not so passionate about it anymore, or you're looking for some inspiration? Because it just feels a little flat when I connect
me
into
too.
the work that you do.
Interesting. Okay.
We're asking you a question. Are you passionate about what you do?
Do you love your job?
I love the people I work with. And,
Do you love your job?
do
you love what you
my
do?
husband's in. Yeah, I like what I'm doing right now. But my husband's in transition. I wonder if any of that could be coming through in terms of.
Oh, I get it.
maybe.
Okay, is he changing jobs or kind of looking to do something different?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
He
there
is.
you go. All right, Carrie, you got to work with us because you got 2 minutes on the line. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and would this also be causing some stress for you guys around the house financially in some way? Because I just feel when the career stuff was coming up that there was something to do as well with finances.
Sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that stress is taking a toll on you. I feel like you're going out, making a brave face and everything, but I just feel internally in the household there's been some imbalances there.
But I will say that, the good thing is that we both felt a career change, which is really good. So that's a positive thing, right? So there's, so thank God it's not for you, but thank goodness it's for your husband. But I feel like, tell him to keep his chin up. Tell him to not lose faith or lose hope, because it really does feel like he's able to get another position and he really enjoys what he's going to be doing. And I really feel like he's going to like it a lot more than what he had been doing, right? And
Yep.
And I just feel like he just wasn't passionate about what he was doing. He just didn't feel so, not that, and I don't quite feel like it was, he didn't choose to leave, did he? Or he's not at that job anymore,
No.
is he? Yeah. He was laid off or something, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think.
Yep.
I feel like it's a blessing, though.
It is, I know,
because
yeah,
it's
we
like
say-
moving into a positive direction where he'll find some inspiration, where it's not just like
I know.
a zombie going to work and not being excited. I feel like he's going to reignite some passion, which will help within your home.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's been, again, taking a little bit of a toll there.
Yeah.
But I feel a positive ascension happening around there.
I agree. I think the thing is, you got to tell him to keep his mojo. Tell him to keep his mojo, because I do know, like, he takes a lot of pride in what he does. He takes a lot of pride in what he puts out. So I feel like this obviously was a personal hit for him. But you tell him, like, this is going to get better. And he's going to really, really get a much better job, really enjoying what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And I do feel like you guys are going to bounce back from this. Like, like she said, the financial situation will get stronger, okay? So
Yep.
You tell him not to. You tell him we said not to worry. We said not to worry.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I'll do that.
Easy to say it's a blessing now, but
It doesn't always feel like
it doesn't
that.
always feel like
Yeah.
it in the time. But he'll look back. This is a really good opportunity for him to take the next step. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So I do think that a lot of things come forward, and it eases a lot of the stress that you've been going through for the last few months. Okay.
And I just want to say,
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And it probably was coming up in your energy field because of it having an effect on you.
Well,
so even though it doesn't feel personal to you, it's coming up because it is affecting you and your energy.
Yeah, and I'm wondering do you somehow feel responsible for him, or right now you're taking care of the house, right? But do you feel like
I'm sure there's quite a bit of that. He's got a lot going on in his own personal world right now.
Sure.
So
Emotionally,
I'm
I
sure
just feel
there's
like he's
a
been
level of
through a lot.
responsibility there that I'm carrying.
Yeah, so just I don't know. I just want to encourage him to hold the space that I feel like he's going to be okay. He's just got to work through this, and there is just, I will say too, there does feel to be a passing in the past year, and I do feel a mother in spirit. So would someone have a mother in spirit, Carrie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's I don't remember. Well, in the last year, in the last 3 months, my sister.
Okay.
That she was like a mom.
Yeah, this lady feels, and I know we said we weren't doing both, but I'll tell you only because I'm feeling so strongly that you need to hear this to move on with the healing of it, okay? I just feel like she was not going to let me hang up without saying hello to you and to let you know that she's okay. She's giving me a feeling of one side of her body not working, so I'm not really sure what happened at the passing, but she's giving me this feeling of not being fully physically operational. Does that make sense?
She went into cardiac arrest. So
yeah,
probably.
One side of her body. There we go. We got it. Okay. I just feel like there's a sense, she brings a lot of joy, though. Like, she's got a lot of joy. She's got a lot of, she just feels to be pretty positive. Like, she's a positive person. I feel like, so she's like your motivator. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like when you felt like you couldn't do something, she'd kick you in the butt and be like, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, so I do know that that's a tragic loss and something that you weren't expecting. But I do want to let you know that she just sends her love to you and she lets you know that she's okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm going to ask you real quick. Do you know the name Susan? Or is there an S name? Sorry.
That's her name.
Holy cow. Don't you love that?
I love that.
Unreal.
Good job.
See,
Colby.
I wasn't even going to say it too. I don't know. Your sister's good. See, she's a motivator. She's like, yes, you are. Yeah. So Carrie, we will leave that with you. And,
Thank you.
Lots of love. Keep your chin up. You guys can get through this. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, that's a good one. I
was feeling a spirit too, but I was trying not to.
I know it's so tough, isn't it? I know.
Psychic.
It is. Well, it's important. Because otherwise everyone wants a high. We could do an hour. I always say to everybody, we could do a full hour for each and every one of you on hold, literally, right? So
I'm glad that you opened up and said something.
Well, she really.
There.
She needed the little healing from that heart. So, all right, you ready for another call?
Sure.
You ready? Are you having fun?
I'm so ready.
Okay, cool. Let's see. How about number 530? Okay, 530.
Hello?
Hi, who is this?
This is Christie.
I'm sorry, who?
Christie.
Oh, Christie?
Christie.
Hi, Christie.
Yeah.
It's Colby and Jules. How are you?
Fine. I got caught up in the other story.
Oh, do you have a question for us?
Yeah, I do. For 10 years now, I've had severe pain problems in my neck, but now it goes through my whole body, like my spine and my legs. And I've gone to almost every healing type thing I can, and now I'm going to crystal healing.
Oh.
But nothing, they all seem to think it's maybe me that is stopping the healing, and I just don't know.
Well, I'm going to interject here,
Yeah.
Christie, because I do believe that in order for somebody to be healed, they have to be an active participant in their healing process. And a lot of times, I'm not saying that you're not trying in any way, just sometimes we aren't aware of things that are in our way. So it depends on the practitioner that you work with, because I feel with you that there's been a lot of depression and down times where you've gotten pretty frustrated. And I feel like there's been a history of disappointments in your life. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And I feel that in your energy and in your body when I'm tuning into you. So I just want to say sometimes it's about addressing the memories that are there through your past. And that's a way that I can sometimes work with people and help them to release those memories. And that can help facilitate the healing with the Reiki and the crystals and all of that stuff. Because the healing modalities are great, but sometimes you have to bring and acknowledge those memories up to the surface so that you can let them go. And that's when real healing takes place. So I'm not blaming you because we all have a history of life and we've been affected in some way.
Well, what's super interesting is as you're saying that and obviously, there may be a strong medical reason, right, Christy? So check with, Western medicine. Make them happy.
I've been to all them.
But
Yeah.
I bet you, and I don't know, I'm going to ask Jules really for her insight on this, but I bet you if it started in your neck, right, that's where, but now it's working through your body, it's because you're stuffing it down further and further and further, right? So rather than reversing it and having it come out the top of your head, you're stuffing it all down inside your body. So that's why it feels like it's going all through the body. It's getting worse, not better.
Which could be also from the frustration,
Yeah.
right? Like what Colby's talking about. And when you're frustrated because you're trying all these things and it's not working and you're putting all this effort into getting better, because I know that you've tried a lot of different things and that you really feel like you've put everything out there on the table. Sometimes it's just having that moment where somebody sees you clearly or you have this epiphany or something like that. But I just feel that those emotions within you, especially disappointment, I feel like there's been some people that have really let you down and hurt your heart. And I feel like healing those heart wounds would actually help heal your physical body. That's what I feel. Because I know you're this gentle, sensitive person. And sometimes that pain can make you a little bit more touchy and sensitive with people, you know, in a way that's not quite in character for you. So I know as somebody who's suffered with severe chronic pain how uncomfortable that can be, because I had to live with that for several years until I learned to let go of the emotions that were connected to it. And I'm still in a healing process from that, but I actually was able to heal from that. So I know there's hope for you.
Yeah.
And keep on trying it. Keep on trying
Should
it.
I stay with the crystal healing person I've been going to?
Where do you live, locally in LA, or you live somewhere far away?
No, I live by Chico.
Okay.
Where?
By Chico.
Chico?
Oh, Chico.
Okay.
Chico. Northern California.
What?
I mean, you know, if you feel like you're receiving benefit from that person, then I would definitely stick with that person.
But trust your intuition. I mean, if you, it's not that, you know, but if you're not, if you're walking, I mean, I don't know how many sessions you've had, but if you've had quite a few and you don't feel progress, then maybe you got to look at something else or someone else, or because sometimes it's just a different energy of someone else working with you too that might help, Christie.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I know it can be so upsetting and frustrating. I have a, you know, I understand that. And, you know, my heart goes out to you, because nothing is worse than what I want to say?
In pain.
Being in pain.
Yeah.
And it is such a heavy, it's such a heavy oppression, and then have to raise your energy to be positive and happy when you're not feeling well. And so, you know, don't give up, like Jules is saying, don't give up hope. And Jules, I mean, can you do energy healing remotely?
Yeah, I do remote healing. So it's something that I could work with you remotely on. It is nice to have somebody local to work with too, but I also really like the combination of Reiki with crystals, and even sound healing, because we can't control our reaction to sound. But you can go to my website and look at the distance healing that I offer, if you're interested in doing that.
Yeah.
But I would stick with a practitioner, but my heart goes out to you, because I know what pain is like, and it's not fun.
Yeah, Christie, don't give up on trying to find the solution, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're
Feel
welcome.
better.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Night.
Okay. All right. How about we take 34721? I don't even know where 347 is. Let's find out.
347 is
347. I don't know.
Hello.
Chicago?
Hi, this is Colby and Jules. Who's this?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you? Where's 347?
I live in New York.
Ah, good job, Jules. Nice work.
Yeah, I've gone before.
Yay! Yay! Do you have a question for us, honey?
I must be psychic.
I just wanted to see what kind of like reading or what, you know, just anything that could really come through for me. I just finished college, so I'm kind of at a crossroads in my life where I don't know like what's yet to come. So it's a little bit like nerve-wracking for me.
Yes.
So I just kind of want to know like what's
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will tell you, you don't want everything planned out and know the next 20 years of your life, right? So enjoy the ride here. Enjoy the experience. I do feel like there is a sense where I feel like you're going to be starting work. And I almost feel like, so I'm just going to ask you though, what is the work that you're doing? Are you doing anything in the legal field? Can I ask?
No, I went to school for something in the health field.
Oh, I was going to say medical too. I was going to say medical or legal. I should have just finished. I should have just said medical also. Oh, it's all right. I feel like you're going to end up doing something a little more homeopathic. Is homeopathic the right word? Natural. I think you're going to holistic. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. I think you're end up. I feel like you're going to end up working with people in a more holistic way. Do you have any gravitation towards like finding natural solutions to things?
Oh, well, I've never really taken an interest in that, but it's something I could look into.
Yeah, I feel like, there is this. Jules, are you getting anything?
I was actually being drawn to children. So
Yeah.
I feel like you have a real knack with children. I don't know if that's part of the work. You just said health field, but if you'll be working with children in the future, but I just feel that you would be a good asset to children. What is it that you're doing in the health industry?
I went to school for something called gerontology, which is a study of aging.
Okay.
So I work with like older adults and stuff, but I've never really looked into kids. I know I work really well with kids.
Yeah.
I never really thought about working with them, but
I just feel that you have this real knack with children and that you'd be really good with them. So obviously we're at the other age spectrum with geriatric patients. With geriatric patients, but just remember that I said that because I see a lot of kids around you, but it feels in a professional way. Unless, you happen to have a bunch of kids or something at this point. But I don't believe that they're your children. So I see a lot of kids around you.
Well, I'm really young, so.
Yeah, I didn't think they were your children. That's why it felt more in a professional way. But I just feel like you have a good way with children. I feel like there's this real, your energy feels very nurturing, very compassionate, very sensitive and sweet. And also that you'd have this good relationship and dynamic with kids. So I don't know if it's something to look into in the future, but I just feel like that would be very fulfilling for you.
Yeah. And I think so the more you kind of go down, I think the more you go down this and maybe the more you see, I feel like you're not going to, I think that like the system, the way it's working. So how you're seeing the system work, I think you're going to say, I want something different. I want to bring something different to the table. So I like this idea of the kids. I like the idea of I think something's going to happen naturally, some holistic work. I really do. So maybe it is working with kids with that or bringing a more natural way to have kids find balance within themselves. But there's just something to that you're going to see. And I will say, I got to tell you, though, I do know that you're going to, I got to say, though, I know that you're going to have a family. So I do say that. I do see a partner for you and I do see some kids. So I do know that that's going to be another chapter for you that's going to be so what you're ready for, just having that your own family. Yeah.
Oh, well, since it's a new year, is there anything that you could tell me about like what's yet to come? Because for me personally, I was so, like, I've always been kind of guarded and very blocked off, so I don't really know, like, what's yet to come, and that's kind of scary to me.
Yeah.
So if you could offer me a little bit of guidance in that department.
Well, I'll just say that I feel like you want to plan everything out in your life. You have that tendency to want to schedule things and plan things and have them in this neat, tidy box. And so I would say for 2018, I would just throw caution to the wind and flow with the river instead of trying to have all of these things organized and planned out, because I feel even with the family that Colby was just talking about, it's like on your schedule or like list of things to accomplish, instead of it just coming naturally. So I would say have some fun. And I feel like all those pieces that you're looking for, I feel like it's frustrating you because you want to have everything planned. But I feel like they'll start to come into your vision more clearly when you stop trying to make everything fit exactly the way that you want it to fit in your schedule. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah.
Yes,
and And we got to go in a minute here, but I just will say I feel so strongly that there's a move for you this year. So I feel like you move this year, and I feel like that move is in connection to work, okay? So
Okay.
you got to say yes to the universe.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Okay, I have to keep that. Always say yes to the universe.
Always say yes to the universe. So
Be fearless.
there you go. All right, honey. You have a good night, and thanks for calling and waiting
you.
online, okay? All right. So
All right, thank you very much.
bye,
both
honey.
of you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Bye.
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 Oh, she should work her kids. She needs to work with
So
kids.
cute. Such nice energy.
Oh, beautiful energy.
I mean, which is great for geriatric patients too. Don't get me
Actually,
wrong.
it really is. Yeah.
Older people need that kind of sweetness.
But you
in
could
their
see her
life.
being like a kindergarten teacher or
yeah,
something.
that's what I
couldn't
was
you?
looking at.
Like
and
I
I'm
could
like,
see her reading
oh,
books.
It feels more like
tucking them
kindergarten,
in for
first
nap
grade.
time. Yeah. Where
Yeah.
was she when I was in
She'd
first
be like
grade?
the best teacher.
I know. All right. So I'll tell you what, we're down to 4 minutes here. We're coming to a
Wow.
close. So we're going to try to take another caller. But real quick before I do, I want to tell everyone about your Reiki coming up because you offer these classes. And this will be in person in Los Angeles, this one coming up. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. Every couple months, I offer a Reiki 1 and 2 course. You can take both classes over the same weekend, or you can divide it up and take Reiki 1 first and then Reiki 2 later. So February 10th and 11th, it's on a weekend. They're full day classes. You get a certificate, and
Wow.
it's a full and it's a little bit of an intense training, but it's great. You get hands-on healing. You get healing from the meditations that we do. So it can be a very transformative weekend, even if you have no interest in including this in a professional way. Just having the experience is very healing.
Oh, incredible. So you can't beat that, everybody. So there you go. Can they just go to healingwithjules.com?
Yeah, they can go to healingwithjules.com and find out
information
about,
on signing up.
That's correct.
But it is in person.
It's in person.
All
I
right.
only do attunements in person.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're in the area, check that out, okay? How about let's do one more call. Can we do it? We have to do it
Sure.
kind of quick.
Yeah.
How about 614, number 20? Okay, 614. This is Colby and Jules. Who is this?
My name's Heather.
Hi, Heather. How you doing, honey?
I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. Nice to hear from talking to both of you.
Nice to
Heather.
talk to you. Now, the good news is you got through. The bad news is you're the last caller of the show, so that means you get the least amount of time, and I'm so sorry, but you did get through. So do you have a question for us that we can help you with?
That is fine.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I'm curious about my health.
Yeah, got it. Do you want to go first, Jules, or you want me to just try first?
You go first.
Okay,
I'm going
cool.
to tune into and scan
Perfect.
the body.
I will tell you, so, Heather, I always got to say I'm not a doctor and I cannot diagnose, as we all know.
Right.
But I am feeling something carrying through your body. I'm feeling a huge sense of fatigue, almost like really hard to even get out of bed. Does that make sense to you, Heather?
Absolutely.
Okay. There's also, I would almost say, I mean, I can't diagnose, but I would look into like either a chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia. There's something there that feels like there's an underlying reason for this. So have you gotten diagnosed yet with anything?
Yes, I have chronic Lyme disease.
Okay, see, there we go. Not perfect. I'm like, perfect.
Right.
That's not what I mean. But what I do feel like is this is a recovery. I mean, you Jules, is there anything that she can do energetically for something like chronic Lyme? That's a tough one, Heather.
Yeah.
Yes, and also if you don't know anything about have any info for that, maybe another issue I'm having is blood clot issues.
Oh, interesting. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, when I was tuning into your body, I just feel like the organs aren't functioning that well.
They're not.
So I feel like things aren't being, the fluids in your body aren't flowing through all of the organs the way that they should. So all of your organs feel like they're operating at a less than optimal state. And I'm not sure if this is something that you've been tested for. And actually, I'm not exactly sure what Lyme disease does to affect all of the organs. So does this affect your organs, Lyme disease?
It can.
Okay.
It can affect
And
just about anything.
I just want to say I'm not saying this to scare you, so don't be scared.
Yeah.
This isn't like
No,
a
no,
red
no.
flag thing. It's more just that your organs are like having to work really hard, and so some are overcompensating for others. And I feel very much drawn to talk to you about nutrition. So I know we're talking about energy, but I feel also that that's a direction that you could look into healing for inflammation and things of that nature on a physical level. But energetically,
Yes.
I feel like there's frustration and anger around having this disease. And I feel like if you can address letting go of some of these emotions connected to it, it'll help your body heal. Would you understand that, or why I'm bringing that up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I really feel, and I know that we can talk to our body, and having a health condition like this, I know how it can affect you. But I feel like working on addressing the energy connected to those emotions would be very helpful for you. And I just want to leave you with that.
Yeah, so I Heather, that is all the time that we can spend on it. So I'm hoping that helps.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, and you got through, so that means there's hope.
There's hope for sure. I see you healing, and I just feel like
There's
you need-
always hope.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And just be patient
You
with
got
your
this.
body and this healing, and you can do this. Okay, Heather?
Thank you so much.
You
Both
are
of you.
so welcome. You're so welcome. All right. So that, can you guys even believe it? Like that's the end of our time. I mean, how quickly did you have fun?
It goes by so fast. I had so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So before we go, just remember, everybody, Jules does psychic medium readings. She does remote healing, the in-person teaching, the crystal healing. Jules, where can everybody find you?
Healingwithjules.com is the best way to find me. Also, you can find me at Medium Jules or at Oralex Reiki on Instagram. And those are the best ways to find me. Facebook.com/Oralex Reiki.
Easy. Aurulux, AURULUX, everybody. All right, so I really appreciate everybody. Did I say it right? Did I spell it right? Right?
AURALUX.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got it.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'll do me a favor, share this episode. If you also, real quick, big, a lot of you, I know you watch it or you like it, and I so appreciate it. But if you go into iTunes and you look for me, Live with Colby Rebel, and leave a review, like a nice one. If you're not going to say something nice, then that's okay. You don't have to leave a review. But if you say something nice, you have no idea how much that helps. And it would really, really mean a lot to me. So anyhow, I'm wishing you all a blessed New Year. I will see you next week. And thank you so much, Jules. Thank you. All right. Good night, everybody.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.